Good morning, guys. It's Red Umbra here, or Sam Smith. I have a hilarious story to tell you guys, and that's why I need this. It's a NOS energy drink, and it's probably why it looks like I am tired, like seriously tired. I can't go back to sleep. Once I wake up, I can't go back to sleep. Best energy drink I've had besides Rehab. Besides the Monster Rehab. But anyway, this morning, me and my girlfriend woke up early. My girlfriend, she woke up and she was like, "What? Why is my alarm not going off?" She looks at her phone, looks at the time, and she's still wondering, why hasn't my alarm gone off? So we both get up, we both sit up, and then I ask her, "So what is the time?" She says 7:26. So I was like, "Oh, okay then." And I rushed up, made her lunch, put her lunch in her bag, and she quickly got ready and everything. And then she goes, "Oh," and then she asked me, "What's the time?" She had her phone sitting on top of the heater, this lovely machine. Right now I have it on just because it's a tiny bit nippy. Sorry, just laying in the cat. And she was like, "Yeah, I think, yeah, so what's the time?" She goes, "Yeah, so what's the time?" And she goes, "I think it's about time I go." She thought it was about time for her to go catch the bus. I checked the time, and that's when I was like, "It says 6:40. And she's like, "What?" She looks at her phone again, and then she realized that her mind was playing tricks on her, and she saw the 6 as a 7. So we ended up waking up an hour earlier than intended, and now she's catching the early bus, and hopefully when she gets to work she is going to head to Countdown, which is an Australian owned supermarket, and she is heading over to there because it's just across the road, and probably buying her an energy drink. And yeah, hopefully she can do that. She probably will, knowing that she has caught the 7:30. The only thing is the buses come late sometimes, and the Ngongataha one isn't really that great. Oh yeah, I'm going to be shaving this off today. The only thing is I think I need scissors. Need the scissors first, just to help thinning it, and then move into the shaving it off, because I like it but I don't. I mean, I like this beard but I don't. So yeah, but yeah, that was my funny thing that happened this morning. It was so odd because we honestly, genuinely thought that the time was 7:26 when we got up, because I didn't check my phone. Then when I finally did, yeah, it was just out of the blue. And yeah, it's odd because when we looked at our phones, the first thing that went to our heads was maybe the time on our phones are wrong, maybe something happened. But then she checked her phone and it was exactly the same. And then I checked the microwave and yeah, it was 6:40, but we still didn't believe it. And so I looked outside, and the height of the of where the sun was, yeah, I knew then straight away that it wasn't 7 yet. And yeah, it was it's funny, and now I can't go back to sleep. My girlfriend can't stop apologizing, which she doesn't need to. But yeah, it was just weird. Also, I did record a video earlier on before I started doing the South Park Fractured episodes. I have cut out one episode. Basically, what ends up happening in it is, I'll explain it to you guys now so that you don't miss out on much in the game. It was only half a mission. And what ended up happening was I ended up being this kid with Captain Diabetes. I'm Captain Douchebag. And we try getting into a strip club because we need to find this stripper that may know some information that we need. And so we end up trying to get in, and he goes, "Nah, get out of here, stupid kids." So we head outside, look for a way in, and we find a window open, and it's a window into the men's toilet. So we end up in there, and we go through, and we end up trying to find strippers to get into the VIP room so that we can interview them. Oh, well, not interview, sorry. Interrogate. So that we could interrogate them, find out some information. And you ask 3 strippers that are just standing around, and none of them, oh my god, really? And none of them, hi Squigs, and this one's chewing her nails. You ask them and they say, "Oh, come back when you're older," and everything like that, but in the nicest way possible. And then you go back to the VIP room, talk to Captain Diabetes. He gets confused. He's like, "Damn, we can't get in." And then suddenly these 2 drunk dudes in suits come over to us, and they're like, "Hey, we'll pay you to come in the VIP room with us," because they thought that we were little people strippers. And we're like, okay. So we get taken in there, and there's Captain Diabetes doing a lap dance on a fully grown man. And I thought maybe that may be a bit too inappropriate for some people, and so I wasn't sure if I could put it on because YouTube are ending up a little bit more strict. They're trying to end up a tiny bit more strict on things just because they are, from what I've heard, they have lost a few advertisers and things like that. And so what happened was, sorry, it's because I've woken up early. And so what happened after him twerking on the dude, my character ended up having to do it to the other guy. But even though they made it a mini game, doing the lap dance, I was basically torturing him. I was doing the lap dance and farting on him, and he's like getting all grossed out. And then in the end, I'm basically having to do this other one where I had to move the right analog up and down really quick to make my person twerk his butt in the face of the man. And then I shot a huge fart in his face. And he gets so grossed out, he's like, fine, okay, we'll talk. And so they end up telling us a few things, and then after telling us about the stripper and the stripper with a dude's member tattoo on her, then suddenly they're like, screw you guys, you are not getting out of here with that information. And so they end up in a fight with you, you beat them, and then you go out and you have to figure out how you are going to find the stripper. And those guys have told you the name of the stripper as well. So you see that you're watching the stage, and then you see the DJ call out the names. And it's like, okay, so the DJ does it. The DJ knows all the names and they come out. So you have to find all this disgusting crap to make a drink. So the first thing you end up finding is a gin and tonic. So that's fine. That's the only non-disgusting thing there. Well, not that I like it. I don't really like gin and tonic, but yeah, you find gin and tonic, and then after that you have to you go into the back room, the storage, and you see this rat. So you scare the rat away, you climb up top there, and you find rat feces. So you end up grabbing the rat feces, putting that in the drink. And then you go into the toilet, and there is well, you guys, some of you will know this, the younger ones may not. You find protection dangling from the roof, and something in the protection is what you use in the drink, which is just totally disgusting. And then you go into the kitchen, and there is this box of powder. I don't know what it is. And you put that in the drink, and once you've done all of that, you go, wait, it's not disgusting enough. So your character goes over the glass and does the biggest fart on the glass, and you take it up to the DJ once you've crafted it. You craft this foul drink, and you walk up to him, and he goes, oh, look, somebody bought the DJ a drink, finally. And he has a drink, and he sculls the whole thing back, and he's like, oh my god, Oh, that was really tasty, but I think somebody farted in my drink. Not caring about everything else that was in it. And he runs off to the toilet to throw up. And then suddenly you and Captain Diabetes go up there, and Captain Diabetes calls out her name, and she comes out and she goes, "What the f are you doing? What the f are you doing? I'm not even on the stage yet. It's not even my time slot. What the hell? Hey, you're not the DJ." And then she automatically thinks you're the 5-0, so she runs off out back, and you follow her. You end up following her, and and you chase her down, and she's like, sisters, help me out. So the rest of the strippers end up fighting you, and you have to not just defeat them, but you have to reach the other side to get to her before, I think it's before a certain amount of turns have gone by, or something like that. But you have to get to her anyway. Or it might not be. I can't remember. Oh, well, I can, but I don't think there was a timer, actually. And you move along to the other side, and when you reach her, she's like, and she runs off, hides behind the other ones, and then suddenly the strongest of all the strippers comes out. I've forgotten what they call her, but she's like this huge Negro woman. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've told you guys, but I'm part Negro. Me and my family don't know who our Negro side is. I think I did tell you guys in an earlier vlog. Lacey Griffith, I think his name was. And he was a sailor or soldier or something like that. And he ended up, when they docked, he met my great-grandmother, slept with her. Then they ended up, he had to go back, he left, and then suddenly my great-grandmother was pregnant with my nan. So yeah, so that's our Negro side, but don't know. But anyway, this big Negro woman comes out, stripper, and with her big butt, she does this like extremely powerful move, and you can't ever beat her. You have to run away and defeat all these strippers to get to the Negro woman that you're chasing. The stripper that you're chasing is also Negro. You got to chase her down before the big woman gets you, and she comes along and jumps up and slams her butt into the ground, and any of her stripper friends that are caught in it get knocked out in one hit. If we get caught in it, we get KO'd in one hit. Killed. It does 1,300 damage, I think it was. Something like that, or 1,360 damage. And so, oh, sorry. Yeah, my alarm came up saying that it's only 20 to 8 right now. And so you're trying to run away from her. And so you end up running through all this, and it's quite easy. So I just kept doing Captain Diabetes' headbutt move. It's the best move to use in this case because he runs forward, and as soon as he hits the final stripper, that's where he stops. and he runs up about, I think it's 3 or 4 squares, something like that. So if you use that move, he can run forward, headbutt them, and stop. And also, if there is no, oh no, yeah. Also, if there is like a table or something that is like 3 squares away, and there are no strippers, you can even run into that and headbutt that, and that takes you forward a bit more. As well as my guy, I just kept moving forward without doing any attacks because he didn't need to, along with the headbutts. Hang on, guys. Just replying to a text of my girlfriend. The 7:30 bus only got here now. See, that's what I mean by it's late. That's BS. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this one is my little girl. She is so close to me. Same with this one. But this one's my oldest. I love her. Actually, I love all of them, but her, she's just, I don't know, I'm extremely close with her. I can do things that nobody else can. Well, her 7:30 bus is only just going in. But anyway, you just keep running, and I finally reach the Negro woman. She runs outside, so you follow her outside into the alleyway, and there's this dude standing there. He's like, "What the hell?" And she's like, "They're 5-0. They're trying to get me." So she runs off into the other room on the other side. It actually may be the back, or not. Yeah, I think it might actually be more the back of the club, the stripper club. What would you call it? Yeah, I'd just call it a nightclub, a stripper nightclub. And the guy suddenly stands there holding, I think he holds a gun at us. And something happens where I think I have to throw either a fart or a firecracker or something, and an explosion happens, and the door blasts open, knocks over the guy. But the way that oh no, that's right, no, he's holding the gun at us, and when the explosion happens, the door flies out and the sign drops on top of him and kills him, and the sign stays in front of the door blocking it. So Captain Diabetes ends up going, "Okay, it's time for my diabetes strength," and he guzzles back his orange juice and lifts it out of the way and throws it out of the way. Oh, sorry Squigs. And throws it out of the way, and then he looks for his insulin, and he's like, what? And he's got no more insulin, and he ends up dying of his diabetic yeah, I think he ends up dying from his sugar rush and everything like that, which wouldn't happen that quickly, but it did for him. But South Park, they have to exaggerate things. And so anyway, what ends up happening is he does that, And so you end up having to find out a way to save him. And in the end, you find out that you have this superpower where you do a humongous fart, which you guys have seen in my second half of this mission, where he farts and he rewinds time. So you fart, it rewinds time, the sun comes down, crushes the guy, and I'm pretty sure you throw your fart in his face, and that's what gives Captain Diabetes his strength. Or it might be actually that when you fart he comes back to life, but the sign doesn't rewind because you get to choose what you want to rewind. It's either one of those. I can't exactly remember just because I'm quite tired, but yeah, my mind's too... It's weird. I can't go back to sleep once I'm up. So you walk in there and you see this crime family, and she's standing in the back, and they go, "Hey, who the go yous? Who the F are you?" And so you're like standing there, and then she goes, "Those are the 5-0 that have been chasing me." And they're like, "And you brought them here, you stupid B." And then suddenly all this arguing goes on, and then they walk to the other side of the room, and oh, hang on, no, hang on, no, yeah, you walk out into the alleyway after doing that whole drink, go through, yeah, and then it's that crime boss, and she ends up, you end up facing these criminals, and she escapes again. And it wasn't actually the crime boss, sorry, it was a couple of other guys. And she escapes and runs to this restaurant, and then, yeah, so you guys saw the restaurant part. Where this, where I have to face the chefs and everything like that. You've seen that part. So, yeah, that's all the part that you missed out on. But yeah. Anyway, guys, I've been talking for 28 minutes just to catch you up on things. So I'll see you guys in the next one, and later on I am going to be doing another vlog, maybe 2. So I'll see you guys in those ones, and remember, keep living happy. Laters.